This trip had us heading towards Meningie. Now, to get there from home we skirt around the side of the city of Adelaide, and once we've done that we go up through the Adelaide Hills and make our way to Tailem Bend. Once we're through Tailem Bend we do a right hand turn and make our way down to Meningie. I'm Mick and this is Sally. Together we've been caravanning Australia since the 1980s, and more recently we started to put the videos together just to show you some of what we see out there. There's a lot to see in Australia and we hope you enjoy what we have here to show you. You can follow us on our trips via the following social media platforms. If you like the following video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. As we arrive in Meningie, we've got Lake Albert to our right, and between us and the lake is the Lions Park, and that is certainly set up for the tourists, and we're going past some of the main shopping areas here on the left. Once we get in there we do a right hand turn and that will take us out on the Narrung Road, and it's on that road that the caravan park is located on the side of Lake Albert. Our site at the caravan park here was previously booked and paid for, so we had no reason to go into the office once we arrived. All the information that we needed, and that included the boom gate code, was all there ready for us on the notice board. Once we arrived, just go over there, grab the information and set up on our site. Yeah, g'day everyone. Sally and I are at Meningie here by Lake Albert. And we actually got here yesterday. I know it was stifling hot, but it's summertime, so we've got to expect that. So we had 2 nights, we've got 2 nights here, so we've had one to go, and hopefully by later on this evening we can get the drone up and get a bit of an overhead view of the caravan park. But hope you enjoy. It was very hot and windy when we arrived yesterday, so we didn't do much at all yesterday. We set the caravan up and put the air conditioner on and got inside and enjoyed a bit of cool air. But on the Sunday morning we came down here to the Lions Park and had a look. Very green and well and truly set up with the tourists, there's no doubt about that. It had everything you wanted, from barbecues to playgrounds to seats and park benches in the shade. It was set up real well. With the lawned area right alongside the waters of Lake Albert, at one stage when we were down here on the Sunday afternoon, this place was just buzzing with people everywhere, and even on the Monday morning when we left there's quite a crowd there. I went for a walk out on one of the jetties there, and I've never seen such a big carp in all my life. He was just floating on the water eyeballing me, and when I eyeballed him back he swam away, and that's when I realised how large he was. As you're driving up to the entrance to the caravan park, when you look to the left you see the Meningie Cheese Factory Museum, and it's got quite an array of display there for everyone to look at, and it does meals, does breakfast as well as lunches, so I'm not sure whether it does dinner of the evening, but we didn't go in there, we didn't have the time, but it certainly looked nice from the outside. With the town of Meningie being located right on the banks and side of Lake Albert, it certainly is a picture to look at. And with the current flooding in the Murray River system and the rivers further up from that, is keeping the lakes topped up, making it very nice, and no doubt the lakes will benefit from it in the long run. As the drone flies over the top of the town, you've got that road there that's heading towards the top of the screen. That road is called the Narrung Road, and it's along that road where you'll find the caravan park located. The town certainly has a long waterfront that adjoins the side of the town, and along there's a lot of lawns, and there are signs there saying you can't camp along there, but for whatever reason that doesn't seem to deter some people. They seem to set up overnight, but no, it's very nice there with all the lawns. was on the Sunday morning before the wind came up too strong. We thought we'd take a drive and go out and have a look at the Narrung Ferry camping area, the campground there. We have stayed there before. From the Narrung camp area there, we'll go in and have a look at Narrung itself, and then we'll head across to the Coorong National Park and we'll have a bit of a look around in the national park. While we're in the national park, we'll have a look at a couple of other campgrounds while we're down there, and we even found one that would be quite good to go down and camp there ourselves. The Narrung Campground is quite a large campground, and it is all lawned area. It's got its own little jetty here, and it's right alongside the ferry that comes across from the other side of the junction between Lake Alexandrina and Lake Albert. I was quite surprised to see the number of caravan and campers here on this trip, but with the hot weather that was forecast, you think it might have deterred them from coming, but if you enjoy your camping, I guess it doesn't matter what happens with the weather. From the Narrung camping area, we made our way out into the Coorong National Park, and it's only by chance that we actually finished up here, because on our way to the Narrung ferry we seen a turn off that went this way, and we thought, oh, why not have a look on our way back, and we're quite happy we did. At each recognised location within the Coorong National Park where we were today, they've got these signs here, billboards under the shelters. It tells you all the ins and outs of the national parks and what you need to do to obtain a camping permit should you wish to camp there overnight. As a day visitor, you don't need a permit to visit the park during the day. It is only if you wish to stay overnight as a camper. We did encounter one spot on the road where there's a bit of water over the road, but I'm surmising that that was caused by high winds that actually pushed the water up over the road more so than the flooding causing the Coorong water level to rise up in the lake system. These sheds or shacks, call them what you like, we surmise they were from professional fishermen because we did see some serious netting laying around the area. There are several camping areas in this part of the Coorong National Park, and once again, as we see here, all the information that you need to know regarding what you can and can't do in the park and booking fees and how to book them, it's all displayed there for everyone to use. But this one here was a very pretty location. It had long pit toilet, so that side of it was looked after, but the scenery here, the weather wasn't the best while we were down there. It was clearing up as the day was going on, but it was very windy, and you had to be careful what you're doing, but it's such a beautiful spot to look at. After driving this part of the park, we've certainly got some noted campgrounds that we may come back to at some other stage later on in life, but yeah, certainly very nice. The Lake Albert Caravan Park is probably what I would class as a medium-sized caravan park. It's got approximately 73 caravan sites, and as well as that, it's got 13 non-smoking sites. Most of the area within the park is good quality lawn. Where we were wasn't quite what I'd class as being a lawn site. They had the green mat down, but no, the remainder of the park very good with its lawn. As mentioned before, the caravan park is situated right alongside Lake Albert, and this makes for a very pretty location to sit out and look across the water and watch the pelicans and the other birds swimming up and down as they're doing their fishing for a feed. A well protected barbecue on the side of the lake. The caravan park has approximately 14 cabins of various styles and room numbers, I guess, but it's a park that hasn't been dominated with cabins pushing the caravanners out, but it's very, very nice the way they've got it set out. There is only one amenities block in this park, and that's located centrally within the caravan sites. You are permitted to have a fire during the correct period of the year during which you can burn the fires, and they must be in the caravan park fire pits only. Alongside the non-smoking pad camping sites, as well as the camp kitchen area, is this very open area which is a lush green lawn. The camp kitchen area, whilst not as big and as flash as what you might see in some of the big chains that you find in caravan parks, it certainly has everything there that the camper would need to enable them to cook a meal and sit down and eat it. And in all fairness to the caravan park, you might see a few leaves in these videos here and a bit of rubbish laying around the camp kitchen area, but the wind was so relentless that they just could not keep the leaves out all the time. Bit of a bird's eye view of the caravan park, and it's certainly a park that we'll be going back to in the future sometime, no doubt about that one. Plenty of trees throughout the park, certainly something that we appreciated when we got there on the Saturday afternoon. We were hoping while we're down there that we'd get a nice sunset over the lake, but with the weather conditions that we had whilst there, it just wasn't going to happen. We did get a bit of pink and orange, but it just wasn't what we wanted. We'd no real colour in the sunset the night before. It was out of bed nice and early to catch the sunrise, but in reality it wasn't much better than the previous sunset that we had. Yeah, good morning everyone. Looks like a nice day today, but our time here at Meningie's about up, so heading home today. Only a short video this one, but the wind was so relentless over the last 2 days, it's just couldn't get out and do as much as what we wanted, but never mind. Hope you've enjoyed what we've showed you, so until the next one, you take care and look after yourself. If you like the video that you just watched, give us a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of our videos, click on the subscribe button, and once you've done that, change the bell notification to all. That way every time that we do uploads to our YouTube channel, you'll be notified.